season opener tonight between Lincoln County and Paul Laurence Dunbar. WPBK-FM, Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Philip Smith on the YouTube live stream. It's the home opener for the Patriots. Lincoln County finished last year 18-13, and they are coached by the legendary Jeff Jackson, who comes into this season with 698 career wins, 435 of those right here at Lincoln County High School. Dustin, it seems like football just ended, and here we are. Basketball season has arrived.
You know, funny story, Brad. My wife actually asked me, she said, so when does basketball start? I said, we're a couple weeks away. And she said, well, what day is it? And I said, December 1st. And she let me know that was next week, which, being last week. And, it snuck up on us, and here it is.
Of course, Lincoln County made a little bit of a deeper run in football, and we didn't get that extended vacation that we're used to getting.
No, and credit to that. I would take that any time of day. Big season from Lincoln County football team and Coach Levi Rogers, and, wish we could have kept it going even longer, but – proud of them for this year.
Patriots, as I mentioned, finished 18-13 last year, knocked out in the first round of the region, and tonight they welcome in a new foe for the season opener out of the 11th region, Paul Laurence Dunbar. Dunbar with a first-year head coach, Steve Katroki. Katroki is an AAU coach, his first year coaching high school. He is a big part of the Griffin Elite AAU program, hired this summer at Dunbar to take over a Dunbar team that always has a lot of promise. You're up there in Lexington in the 11th region. They're going to have a lot of athletes, Dustin. It's just a matter of getting them to stay there and putting a team together. They really struggled last year, finishing 3-27 on the year. But, of course, the 11th region is no easy task night in and night out.
No, and, we're used to seeing Lafayette in this time slot against Lincoln County to open the season, but then you're going up against another tough opponent in Dunbar. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll look to make sure, but did they not win the state title or play in the state title game a couple years back? I'll look that to fact check that. But, a good opponent, watched a little bit of the JV game, good athletes all across the court for this Dunbar team.
You're listening to the Durham's Grocery pregame show. Lincoln County and Dunbar ready to tip off the 2025-26 season right here tonight at Lincoln County High School. Tomorrow night, the Lady Pates will tip off their season as they'll host East Jessamine. And, of course, Lincoln County boys will be back home on Thursday night to host Greene County. When you take a look at the schedule for the season, Dustin, only 9 or 10 home games on the season. So if you want to get out and see the Patriots, you better take advantage of some of these early season December games.
Yeah, you talked about beforehand, not a whole lot of home games here. And some of that's I don't want to say by design, but, a lot of teams want to play here at Lincoln County the year Lincoln County's hosting the region. So a lot of that return trips go, since the region's now at Pulaski County, a lot of those return trips are away games this year. So, nice looking court. I think we got to compliment that as well.
Brand new court being unveiled tonight, the first actual high school games that count. Of course, there's been some preseason games, some middle school games here, but this will be the first varsity game played on the new court that was put down this summer. New lights in here, and I got to say, that's probably my favorite thing about it, the new lights.
Oh, yeah. You can't miss nothing. There'll be no missed calls here tonight. Everything can be seen. It is. Kudos to you, the school, and, all those that had a hand in this. My favorite part is the Lincoln County logo, the outline of the county there at mid-court.
Lincoln County comes into this game with some key returning players from last season, and it starts in the backcourt with the junior Cash Baird. Led the team in scoring last year, 14 points per game as a sophomore. Comes back for his junior year, Dustin, and Cash is the catalyst for this offense.
Yeah, he's the engine that gets going. He's going to have the ball about every possession for Lincoln County, and it seems like when Cash gets going, Lincoln County gets going, and we know he's a slasher. He can get to the rim. We've seen his outside shot, but, teams are going to key on him. Cash is going to be able to have to get his, but also find ways to contribute with others.
And then you have your senior leader, Sawyer Robbins, the big man, 11 points per game last season, one of the better rebounders on the team and probably the best athlete on the team. Sawyer's going to have to get a lot done in the paint for this Lincoln County team to make the run they expect to run this season.
I think Sawyer can be a region player of the year type player, if he puts everything behind it. If you look at Sawyer, he's not a guy that you want to see in an alley. I mean, he's got the physique and the body of somebody that's looking to dominate. Now, if he can put all the pieces together this year, Robin's going to have a big year.
The other senior expected to be in the starting lineup is Lane Sargent. Sargent is a player that's come on the last couple of years, played some key minutes, one of the defensive stoppers on this team. We call him the Energizer, and Sargent is poised to have a good senior season for this Lincoln County squad.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen at times he's the hustler. He's the Energizer bunny for this team. He's scrappy. He can score as well, but I love watching him on the defensive end. You know, Lane, he's been here at Lincoln County. He's a multi-sport individual for the Patriots, and, you know, I'm expecting a big year from him as well.
Tucker Foster, another player that played big minutes last year, the quarterback, the shortstop, and now expected to be inserted into the starting lineup. Foster had some big minutes last year. I think back to that district and region tournaments when I really felt like he was coming into his own and played some really good basketball for the Patriots.
Yeah, got to get into basketball shape. That's the big thing. Having a big football season was Tucker. Now, getting him in, he's the last one taking shots up before the team goes to the huddle. And, you know, if he can get going, the junior can really help out the Patriots. And I do want to add in, Brad, it's been a little longer than I thought, but 10 years ago, Dunbar did win the state championship.
Well, they've had some good teams over the years. There's no doubt about that. And then the last starter expected tonight, the sophomore, going to be a newcomer for a lot of players, Tristan Givens, a player that came up in the feeder system here at the middle school, had a good year last year on the JV team. And Givens, a sophomore, very athletic wing, expected to be a good defensive player this year for Lincoln County.
Yeah, I was able to kind of watch him during Meet the Patriots and just the way that he's able to get around. I mean, you can't leave him open. He'll knock it down. He can get to the rim. Excited to see where he goes.
Just a little bit over 1 minute away from tip-off, as we mentioned. Dunbar has a first-year head coach, Steve Katroki. Katroki inherits a few good returning players. When you take a look at the stats from last year, Case Taylor, 12 points a game. Landon Egner back, 8 points a game. Asher Horn, another returner, 12 a game. So 3 of their leading scorers are poised to return this year for Dunbar and first-year head coach Katroki.
Yeah, I think it was their 3 top scorers as well coming back. So exciting things coming out of Lexington.
We'll pause as we prepare for the national anthem. Starting lineups tip-off. When we return, it's the Patriots and the Paul Laurence Dunbar Bulldogs on WPBK-FM 102.9. Starting lineups being introduced here tonight. Dunbar and Lincoln County set to tip off the 2025-26 campaign. First, the starters for the visitors, Paul Laurence Dunbar. They're expected to go with Case Taylor, a senior, who averaged 12 points a game last year. Landon Egner, a senior who averaged 8 last year. Tay Blevins, also a senior. Cameron Hobson expected to get the start, and J.T. Martin, the starting 5 for Dunbar. And, of course, as we mentioned in the pregame show, Dunbar coached by first-year head coach Steve Katroki. Katroki, a familiar name for those that are part of the AAU scene. He is a coach and one of the big players in the Griffin Elite AAU, a really good program here in the state of Kentucky. So interesting to see this his first head job, Dustin, but he's been around a lot of good players and done a lot of development. See how it works out for Dunbar.
Yeah, and, of course, I'm not 100% familiar with the AAU, but you see him posted all over social media, and a lot of individuals has played for the coach, and you see big things out of him. He's very familiar with a lot of athletes, not only in the 11th region but all around.
Starting lineup for Lincoln County, they'll go with Cash Baird, Sawyer Robbins, Lane Sargent, Tucker Foster, and Tristan Givens. Once again, that's Baird, Robbins, Sargent, Givens, and Foster. 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and 1 sophomore. Sawyer Robbins set to tip it off for Lincoln County as he meets up at midcourt with Egner to get us underway here. And this brand new basketball season, our opening tip-off, is sponsored by Fox and Funeral Home. Robbins and Egner at midcourt. And we are underway from Stanford KY on a Monday night. Cash Baird controls the tip. And Lincoln County has it first.
Paul Laurence Dunbar opening man-to-man, see if Lincoln County can attack the rim.
Robbins with a handoff to Baird. Baird tries to get downhill, cut off, hesitation, pull up, jumper, rattles out. Rebounded underneath by Dunbar's Blevins. He'll bring it into the front court. Sets it up on the left-hand side. Givens picks him up. Lincoln County opens up man-to-man. Blevins has the top of the key, drives in on Givens, takes a bump, gives it up, gets it right back. Just underway here. First game of the year. Blevins drives baseline. Sargent cuts him off.
This is where Lincoln County's got to be proficient this season. Defensive end. Coach Jeff Jackson preaches defense, defense, defense. And so far on this first possession, Patriots looking good.
Hobson has the top of the key. Goes middle to Egner. Egner guarded by Robbins. Lost his footing. Shot off the glass. Good for the first bucket of the season.
It results in a basket, but I thought Lincoln County defensively played really well on that possession. Just a nice shot put up.
Baird controls it, gives it up to Sargent. Sargent inside to Robbins. Robbins takes 2 dribbles. Hook shot off the glass. Good. A PBK bank shot.
Threw that one off the backboard, and nice tough shot. Like to see Sawyer continue that.
Dunbar quickly the other way with it. We're tied at 2. 6:35 to play first quarter. Martin gives it up. They go inside to Egner. Egner up top to Blevins. He'll drive all the way in. His left-handed layup's good.
Egner's drawing the double team down in the post and kicking out. Dunbar is looking to drive off that. Lincoln County's got to find a better way of cutting off those lanes.
Tucker Foster over the Sargent from way downtown, and back rim's no good. Rebound goes to Dunbar. Quickly into the front court is Egner. He runs into Foster. Offensive foul.
Tucker set up perfectly on that, and as soon as Egger went in, Tucker Foster was set.
.6:03 to play in the first quarter. Lincoln County will get it back after Foster stands in and draws the offensive foul. Saw him do that Saturday night in the preseason game against Bell County, which Lincoln County lost in a close one to a top 25 preseason team in Bell County. Inside to Robbins. His one-handed shot hits the back rim, and it's rebounded by Egner.
Patriots 1 of 4 to start this game from the field.
Martin gives up to Blevins, drives baseline, cut off, double team. Goes back to Martin, leaves it for an open 3 off the wing. No good. Offensive rebound for Dunbar. Taylor kicks it out. Another 3 on the way. Air ball tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Bulldogs. Now they changed their mind here. I thought it went off on the Bulldogs.
Well, they originally signaled Lincoln County ball, and I think may have either made a mistake and realized it quickly or had a different point of view.
Martin's going to inbound it. From underneath the Bulldog basket, he gets it in. They go inside. Pump fake, shot blocked by Givens. Blevins gets it off the miss, goes back up. His shot no good, and Baird claims the rebound.
Tristan Givens coming in with his first block of the season for Lincoln County.
Cash gets into the paint, kicks it out to Givens, over to Sargent, corner three, money! Lane Sargent with a triple. A Johnson and Pullman Insurance three-pointer makes it 5-4 Lincoln County.
Earlier possessions, Dunbar was leaving Lane open and trying to guard the lane. You can't leave him open if Lane's shooting like that.
Taylor has it at the free throw line. Now they go into Egner on the baseline. Egner kicks it out to Martin. Right back to Taylor, no look pass, open three, good. That three from the corner is good by Cameron Hobson. Dunbar takes the lead 7-5, approaching the midway point of this first quarter.
That's good execution, working the ball inside and out to an open three.
Givens has it up top, loops it over to Sargent. Sargent's going to drive, spin move, cut off, goes to Baird. Baird penetrates back to Sargent, wing three this time, it's long. Rebounded by Hobson for Dunbar. Bounce pass into the front court to Blevins, right back up top to Hobson. Hobson over to Martin. Martin will set it up. Midway through the first, 7-5 Bulldogs.
Lincoln County staying in that 2-3 zone defense.
Hobson on the left wing, back to Martin. Martin looks inside, leaves it for Hobson. Cross court to Blevins. Blevins gets around Sargent, leaves it inside, cut off, and we're going to get a tie up.
Now we're going to get a walk first.
Turnover will give it back to Lincoln County. Dunbar gets a new player into the game. It's Dominique Faulkner. Faulkner averaged 7 a game last year for the Bulldogs. They lead by 2.
See if Lincoln County can find some more attacks to the basket. Settled for a lot of outside shots here in the last couple possessions.
Sargent drives in. He's cut off. Swings it over to Baird. Baird gets around his defender all the way in. Contact, no call. Rebound, Faulkner. Faulkner has it. He'll shoot the open three. Back rimmed it. Foster lost the rebound. They try to save it in to Taylor. It's tipped and last touch by Dunbar. Dunbar's going to get J.T. Martin back in for Hobson.
Yeah, we can see early on, Lincoln County's got to find a way to box out some early offensive rebounds for Dunbar. Patriots in that zone, they always say rebounding is harder when you're in that 2-3 zone, but you've got to put a body on somebody and claim some of these boards.
Dustin, let's talk about your Weicker Realtors and Four Brothers keys to the game for Lincoln County as they trail by 2 here. We're cleaning up a wet spot.
I think the Patriots have got to find a way to get some attacks to the rim. So far, Dunbar's doing a good job of taking away anything close to the basket. If Lincoln County can find some lanes, get Cash Baird going, Lincoln County can find some success.
Cash lost his footing, gets it back. Now he'll back out near midcourt. Has Taylor on him. Goes over to Robbins. Robbins drives all the way in, puts it in, and he's fouled. And one. Sawyer Robbins.
Prime example right there. Robbins over in the corner. Defender come running after him. Goes by him. Lays it up and in. And the and one opportunity.
Hunch Patel checks in along with Bryson McAdoo. Foster and Givens will get an early rest here for Lincoln County.
Looks like we got our first Cedar Creek Dental free throw coming up for Sawyer Robbins. And Lincoln County.
Robbins to the free throw line where he'll shoot one. Free throw rattles out. We're tied at 7. 3:03 to play first quarter. Martin brings it into the front court. Dunbar patient on offense. Patel out on the ball. They go inside. Dangerous pass, nearly picked off, but Taylor able to snatch it and put it in.
How we come up with that? I was looking for it to go to the wing, and it's snatched down below and turns in for a layup.
Baird with a dribble handoff to McAdoo. Robbins pump fakes, goes around a man into the paint, off the glass for a PBK bank shot. 6 points for Robbins, and we're tied at 9.
I love seeing Robbins insert himself and dominate. That's an area where maybe he lacked a little bit last year, is dominance around the rim, and so far here in this first quarter, looking powerful down below.
Dunbar's Martin with the handle. Now Faulkner with it up top. Lincoln County playing zone this possession with McAdoo and Patel at the top of it. McAdoo on the ball. He gives it up to Faulkner. Faulkner drives in. Leaves it on the right wing. Now down low to Taylor, and he takes a bump on the baseline, a foul. With 1:51 to play in the first. That's going to be 2 on Sargent.
Looks like they may just say his first.
Correction, that is his first. 2 team fouls. That's good news for Lincoln County. They don't need Sargent in foul trouble. Here's another foul, a hold. This one will go on Patel, it looks like. Dunbar will inbound once again. 1:51 to play here in the first quarter.
I don't know what the delay is. Tucking in a jersey, maybe.
Looked like that's what it was. Dunbar in trouble. They finally get it in to the big man. He pump fakes, goes up and lays it in. Quincy Hancock off the bench for 2. Saw him in the JV game with some nice moves inside, and now he's contributing here in the varsity game to give Dunbar the lead.
And they use that to get a switch off the inbounds play.
Cash Baird has it. Working on his man, drives in, kicks it over to Patel. Open for 3, front rimmed it. Long rebound goes to Baird. He comes flying in for a layup. Baird's first bucket of the game ties our score at 11.
Coming off an offensive rebound. Nobody went for the basket, and Baird rushed up, got it, picked it up around the free throw line. Takes it contested to the rim, lays it up and in.
Faulkner controls it up top, over to Martin on the left wing. Up top to Taylor. Dunbar and Lincoln County tied at 11. Under a minute to play in the first. Baird with an interception. Off to the races. Lays it in with a finger roll.
Had me excited for a minute, but it's still a steal and 2 points for Cash Baird.
13-11. Lincoln County with a 2-point lead. 45 seconds left in the first. Dunbar will try a 3 from the left side. It's good. Blake Young off the bench with a triple. Dunbar playing a lot of players in this first quarter. And they have a 1-point lead with 30 seconds left in the first.
And Lincoln County may, as we've seen in the past, hold for the final shot.
Baird has it out near midcourt. Under 20 seconds left now, and you're right, they're going to try to play for 1. Martin out on Baird. Baird between the leg dribble. Robbins comes out top of the key, sets a screen over to Sargent, steps into a wing 3, long. Big rebound for Robbins and a putback. A PBK bank shot gives Lincoln County a 1-point lead as we head to quarter number 2. Our score at the end of 1, Lincoln County 15, Dunbar 14 on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County leads Dunbar 15-14 as we get set for quarter number 2. Shout out to Bobby Johnson who's tuned in. He says go Pates. Dunbar will have it first to begin quarter number 2, moving right to left on your radio dial. Quincy Hancock. Check that. We'll get someone else to inbound. I thought Hancock was going in there, but Blevins will throw it into the backcourt to J.T. Martin. And Martin will set up the offense. Sargent and Givens up top. Martin back over to the right wing to Young. Young tries to go into Taylor, back to Young. Pump fakes the 3, drives in, now pulls it out. Hesitation dribble over to Hancock. Up top, open three for Blevins. Rims out. Rebound by Taylor, and he's fouled.
I've not kept up with offensive rebounds, but Paul Laurence Dunbar is doing a good job of just going and getting the basketball. That time Taylor went up, claimed the board off a missed shot, and now gets 2 free throws to reward himself.
Dunbar had 6 players score in that first quarter. None had more than 1 bucket.
Bulldogs shot 55% in the first quarter. They were 6 of 11 as the first free throw rims out no good. They were 6 of 11 from the field, including 2 of 5 from 3. Pretty good shooting from the Bulldogs, as opposed to Lincoln County, 50%, so good shooting from the Patriots in that first quarter.
Taylor missed them both, and Tucker Foster with the rebound for Lincoln County. Patriots with a 1-point lead. Cash Baird will bring it into the front court. Shout out to Joey Smith, tuned in tonight. Sargent works off a screen over to Baird. Baird will drive. He's cut off. Good defense from Martin. Cash stays on the attack, gets to the rim, missed the layup. Sargent with a hustle rebound. Can't save it off a Dunbar player, and Taylor comes out with it. He'll drive all the way in, lost his footing, and looked like
there's got to be something.
Something there.
Foul, walk, something.
We still don't know what that one knows here. We
got one official pointing Lincoln County's way.
They're going every which way. I think you got to call a walk or a foul, one or the other there, but they're going to call neither, and they're going to give Lincoln County the basketball.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the two, walk or foul. From our point of view, it did look like, was it Taylor that was driving in, may have been tripped or something along the way, but ends up Lincoln County basketball.
15-14 Patriots, 7:02 to play here in the first half. Stay tuned at halftime for the Pepsi of Somerset halftime show. Barry gets a screen from Robbins. Up top to Foster. Tucker leaves it for Robbins. Robbins drives in. Corner to Surgeon. He'll shoot the 3. It's good. Johnson and Pullman Insurance three-pointer for Lane Surgeon.
I believe he's got both made 3s for Lincoln County. Patriots 2 of 6. Surgeon's got both of those makes.
Go inside to Taylor, gets around Givens, puts it up, missed the bunny. Baird gets a hand on it, but it's last touched by Hancock. It'll go off Dunbar, back to the Patriots.
Patriots trying to show a little pressure, half-court press right there. Dunbar done a good job of beating it.
Shout out to Coach Bryson Yaden, said he loves seeing that new court on YouTube.
What's better in person, Bryson?
He's seen it. Robbins 3, missed it all. Taylor with the rebound. We joked about it, but the lights make a huge difference.
It really
in here.
does.
Just watching a game as it goes into Hancock in the paint. Robbins cuts him off. He leaves it up top. Hobson with it. Hobson gives it up to Martin. Hobson has left side. Cut off by this Lincoln County 2-3 zone. Patriots with a 4-point lead. There's a drive and a one-handed shot off the glass that rattles in from Martin, his first bucket. 7 different Bulldogs in the book now. 18-16 Lincoln County. Robbins over in the corner to Givens. Givens drives in, leaves it for Sargent. Sargent with 2 threes here early on. Spin move, jumper, no good. Rebound inside by Martin. Up to Hobson. Hobson drives in on Foster. His floater missed it all. Taylor with another rebound. He's owning the glass. Goes up and it draws a foul. Taylor has been a man on that glass for the Bulldogs.
Listed as a 6'3" senior for this Bulldog team. He looks a little bigger than that, maybe around 6'4". Good body size. He just knows where the basketball is and goes and gets it.
Patriots are going to have to block out.
But I want to go back to the offensive end too, Brad. I mean, Lincoln County's kind of settling for some tough contested shots. You'd like to see Patriots find their way and get into a rhythm on the offensive end.
Taylor misses his 3rd straight free throw. Dunbar yet to make one. So I think Lincoln only shot 1 there in that first quarter.
They did. We've not seen a made free throw yet.
Second one on the way, goes in. There you go. You talked him into it. Case Taylor with 3 points now. Dunbar has cut the lead to 1. Cash Baird over to Foster. Foster gets a screen from Robbins. He'll hand it off to Givens. McAdoo back in the game for Lincoln County. Dangerous pass. McAdoo hauls it in. Over to Baird. Gets open. 3 on the way. No good. And another rebound for Dunbar. They look to run. Up to Taylor. Flying in. Layup. No good. Givens with the rebound. And a whistle and a foul call in the back court.
You know, we go back to our keys of the game, Brad. We talked about Lincoln County attacking the basket. It seems like offense works better, at least in this first half, when Lincoln County is attacking the basket and then getting kickouts on it for open shots. Where they've kind of struggled offensively is a lot of contested shots away from the rim.
Cash has it tipped away, picks it back up, drives in, out to Givens, inside to Robbins, and Sawyer fouled from behind. Nearly a steal. Lincoln County will inbound it to Robbins. Up high, off the glass, and a whistle. Sawyer going to go back to the free throw line here.
Yeah, we've seen that lob play out of the baseline, out of bounds a couple times. It was set up there pretty nicely for Lincoln County. Sawyer went up, got fouled.
Robbins with 8 points here in the first half. Free throw on the way, no good. 0 for 2 at the line. Sawyer usually a reliable free throw shooter. 18-17, Lincoln County with the lead. 4:30 to play here in the first half. Robbins hits the second one. 9 points for Sawyer now. McAdoo and Givens up in the front court, showing a little token 2-2-1 pressure. Dunbar easily into the front court. Martin sets up offense left side to Hobson. Nice bounce pass inside, but Taylor didn't see it, and McAdoo steals it away. Givens inside to Robbins. Flushed it.
Oh, my goodness.
A two-hand jam. Give the assist to Givens.
Where did that come from, Sawyer Robbins?
21-17. Lincoln County leads by 4. Trap up top. They go into Blevins, who draws a foul on Foster as he attacks the rim on that left side.
A good drive by Blevins. Tucker Foster just a tad late getting over. He was straight up defensively, but just a tad late getting over, going to get called for the foul.
Foul goes on Foster. That's going to be 2 on him. Blevins' free throw's good.
Patel's going to check in for Foster.
Robbins with a big 2-hand dunk off that baseline. Nice
we didn't see that
Givens
last year out of Sawyer either. And you can, just in the first half here, you've seen the growth in the senior Sawyer. If he plays like that all year, like I said, that's a 12th region player of the year type playing right now.
Second free throw no good. Robbins collects the rebound. 21-18, Lincoln County leads. 3:45 to play first half. Robbins over to Givens. Givens gives it up to Baird. Baseline drive, lost the handle, stolen away. Hobson, bounce pass down to Blevins, flies in, blocked by Givens.
It's 2 blocks already.
Patel has it taken away from him, and a loose ball foul as Givens gets tied up with Blevins up near midcourt. The foul will go on Blevins.
That's so they called number 5, and both number 5s were at the ball. I didn't know who they were going to get the foul called on, but it will go against Blevins for Dunbar.
The Patriots will inbound from up near midcourt. 14 fouls on Dunbar, 3 on Lincoln County. Patriots lead 21-18. 3:29 to play in this opening half. Cash spared into the front court to Robbins. Drives her around. Hancock floater. No good. Dunbar quickly into the front court. Martin over to Hobson. Back up top to Martin. Hancock back in. Sets a screen. Hobson with the control now. Right side to Blevins. Blevins looks inside. Nothing there. And we'll get a timeout called by Steve Katroki. A 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break, too, on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County leads 21-18, 3:01 to play first half. McAdoo, Givens, Patel, Robbins, and Baird down the court for Lincoln County. Dunbar will inbound up near midcourt. Hobson into the backcourt to Martin. Right back left side to Hobson. He's double teamed, gets a bounce pass up top to Martin. Lincoln County in a 2-3 zone now. Hobson pump fakes a three, drives in, bad pass, and it's going to be a kick. Thought that looked like one where Lincoln County could have just intercepted that one. I didn't really see the kick.
Well, Sawyer had his leg out, and I guess it grazed it. I mean, that's what warranted the call there.
Martin gets it in. Dunbar trails by 3.
How about the defense coming in from McAdoo and Patel?
Young gives it up. Martin thought about that three. Dribbles around, leaves it for Hobson. Dunbar struggling with this zone. They go into Taylor. Muscles around Givens and back rims it. Robbins with the board. Sawyer doing a better job on the glass in this second quarter.
Only one made basket in this quarter for Dunbar.
Barrett inside to Robbins, up and missed it. Missed the bunny. Good look from Baird. Taylor will step into a transition three. It's no good. Baird with the rebound. Has it stolen away by Hobson, who puts it in. Hobson with 5 points now. And the Patriots lead 21-20 with 1:47 to play here in the second quarter on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. That's going to be a legal screen on Robbins as McAdoo tried to come around his pick.
And after 0 turnovers in the first quarter by the Patriots, it's now 4 in the second quarter.
That's 2 on Robbins. Moving screen. Coach Jackson not real happy with that one. 1:43 left in the half, 21-20. Lincoln County with the lead. Correction now on the board. That's only 1 on Robbins. Blevins left wing has McAdoo on him. A 2-3 zone from Lincoln County. Young pump fakes it and steps on the sideline out of bounds. Turnover with 1:24 left in the half.
A couple ugly possessions by both teams the last minute or so.
Only been 4 made field goals, 2 for each team, I think, here in the second quarter. Dribble handoff to Robbins. Over to McAdoo. He's open for 3. Air ball. Hancock with the rebound. Blevins quickly down the court to Hobson. Splits 2 defenders. Left-handed layup good. And we saw Hobson hit the game winner in the JV game on a very similar move.
Yeah, got into the paint.
They won by 2. It's the JV paints, and Hobson has 7 now here in the varsity game. 22-21. Dunbar with the lead. Robbins pump fakes it on Hancock over to McAdoo. Givens corner 3. No good. Rebound by Hobson. Here comes Blevins with it. Leaves it. And a traveling call as he had Tay Blevins on the drive. It's a turnover with 28 seconds to play here in the first half. Lincoln County trails by 1.
Patriots getting good looks from the three-point land as well, but only connecting on 2 of 10 so far in this first half.
Givens going to inbound it to Baird. Baird will bring it into the front court and likely hold for 1. Over to Robbins. Robbins has Hancock on him, who stands behind the three-point line. Clock down to 11. Now handoff to Baird. Baird gets a screen for Robbins. Drives in deep 2 from Cash. In and out. Tipped around. McAdoo had the loose ball. Lost it. Blevins comes up with it, and that's going to end things here in the first half. And Dunbar will take the lead to the half over the Patriots, 22-21. Stay tuned for the Pepsi of Somerset halftime show. We'll go over the first half stats, take a look at the individual numbers as the Patriots trail here at the break, 22-21 on WPBK FM 102.9. Halftime here at Lincoln County High School. The Patriots trail Dunbar here at the break 22-21. Some individual numbers in that first half. Lincoln County was led by Sawyer Robbins, who finished the half with 11 points. They got 6 from Sargent, 4 from Baird, and that's it. 21. Lincoln County played 7 players, 3 scored, and they finished with 21. Only 6 points in that second quarter. Dunbar was led in that first half by Cameron Hobson. Hobson, the freshman, had 7 points. Had 3 from Case Taylor, 2 from Landon Egner, 3 points from Tabe Levins, 2 points from Quincy Hancock, 2 points from J.T. Martin, and 3 from Blake Young for a total of 22. It's halftime. Our score, Dunbar 22, Lincoln County 21. When we return on the Pepsi of Somerset halftime show, Dustin Oney will go over the team stats as the Patriots trail by 1 here at the break on WPBK FM 102.9. Halftime here at Lincoln County High School. The Patriots trail Dunbar 22-21 here at the break. Only 3 Patriots, Dustin, able to put one in the hole there in that first half, and that's not going to get it done for Lincoln County. They're going to have to find some more ways to get on the board.
Yeah, and I thought for the most part, Lincoln County's done a good job of seeing some open shots by some other guys, just haven't gone down. Then I thought there were times that Lincoln County took some contested shots that I'm sure Coach Jackson would rather work it around and get some better looks. Patriots in the first half shot 36% from the field on 9 of 25 shooting. But here's the big stat. Lincoln County is going to play usually a 4 to 5 guard lineup at many times. Got to be able to knock down the three-point basketball. And so far, Lincoln County has knocked down 2 Johnson and Pullman Insurance three-pointers out of 10 attempts. That's 20% shooting. Like to see that increase here in the second half. Only three free throw attempts in the first half, all by Sawyer Robbins. He connecting on 1 of 3 for 33%. Lincoln County had 4 turnovers, all coming in that second quarter. Dunbar, 7 turnovers in the first half for the Bulldogs. They shot 43% from the field, connecting on 9 of 21 attempts. They were 2 of 7 from the three-point land for 29%, and then 2 of 6 from the free throw line for 33%, which gets us our result at 22-21 in favor of Dunbar over Lincoln County.
First half where we saw the offense struggle, especially there in that second quarter, Dustin. A really good first quarter, 15 points. And one thing I thought Lincoln County did a good job there in the first quarter was getting the ball to Robbins inside or in situations where he could drive. Second half, Sawyer really didn't get the looks that he got early on. And you got to give Dunbar also a lot of credit. They're doing a good job on Cash Baird, and we talked about it early, and it's no secret. This team is going to be really dependent on Baird's ability to score, and he's going to have, most likely going to have to score 15 or 20 points a night for Lincoln County to be successful.
Yeah, they've took him out of the game, and they're daring him to shoot a deeper shot because they're not going to let him drive, and that's where Cash is makes his money at is, well, I'm not making money, but you know what I mean.
Cash is a really good three-point shooter. He's not getting those looks. I know I can tell you back Saturday night in the preseason game against Bell County, Cash came out and hit 4 threes early on, completely shot Bell County out of the zone. But teams know that Lincoln's going to going to be dependent on him. He's going to see the other team's best defender, and he's going to see a lot of double teams.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job at throwing multiple looks at him and causing havoc and trying to force him into some tough shots. And, you know, one thing right out of the gate, the very first possession on defense, what Dunbar did is they kind of played that man, but whoever's furthest away from the basket, they would sneak a defender to the middle of the paint to take away any drives. And, you know, if you want to open up that lane, that three-point basket,
going to have to hit some threes.
Falling.
You're going to have to hit some.
And right now, Lincoln County is 2 of 10, and both of those from Lane Surgeon. Everybody else has got a miss so far.
And you're exactly right. They got some pretty good looks at it, just unable to cash in from downtown. And Lincoln County, of course, only hit, what'd you say, 2 threes in that first half. So that's not going to get it done for the Patriots, a team that's going to be reliant on that deep ball and only knock down 2 as they trail by 1 here at the half. Second half action, we return. Lincoln County trails Dunbar 22-21 here at the break on WPBK FM 102.9.
It's halftime here at Lincoln County High School, where the scoreboard shows Dunbar 22, Lincoln County 21 here at halftime. Looking for an interesting first half, close first half, I should say. Showing Dunbar leading 22-21. Like to see Lincoln County kind of find that aggression again, going towards the basket like we've seen in the first half. We've seen it with Sawyer Robbins attacking the basket. We've seen Cash Baird even trying to get in. And Brad, I think you need to see a whole different sense of urgency coming out here in this third quarter.
Our possession arrow favors Lincoln County. They'll have it first on the Fox and Fender home possession. Cash Baird operating right to left on your radio dial. Inside to Robbins. Robbins pump fakes. Nice move to the rack with a PBK bank shot.
And right away, post him up one-on-one. Sawyer makes a nice move up and under. 2 points.
Taylor feeds it inside to Egner, who lays it in over top of Robbins. Landon Egner with 4 points now, and Dunbar back on top by 1. Cash Baird veers off to the right, up top, Givens top of the key, inside to Robbins, goes to work, gets around Egner, layup good. So Coach Jackson told him to get the rock to Robbins.
It's worked
at
2
halftime.
for 2.
He comes out with 4 straight. Lincoln County has a 1-point lead. Hobson hesitation dribble, bad pass. Foster nearly picked it off.
That's a kick ball.
And Dunbar will inbound.
And,
trailing by 1.
Sawyer's making the good moves and the post moves to score, but Lincoln County spacing-wise is freeing him up one-on-one, allowing him just to go to work.
Martin handles it. Gives up to Blevins. Tay Blevins dribbles it back out. They'll go inside to Egner. Has Foster on him. Egner goes to work over top of Foster. Layup, no good. Baird with the rebound. Patriots with the ball and a 1-point lead. Surgeon has it right wing, drives in, gets around his man. His layup rims out. Rebound by Hobson. Hobson brings it for the Bulldogs all the way in. Blocked by Robbins and a whistle. Sawyer looked like he was vertical.
And that's who they're going to get, Sawyer.
That's a questionable call there. That's 2 on Robbins, and that will send the youngster, Cameron Hobson, to the line. He led Dunbar in that first half with 7 points. Back rim, the first free throw.
Neither team shooting from the free throw really well. First half, Dunbar was 2 of 6. Patriots 1 of 3.
Hobson will shoot one more. A chance to tie this up. He missed them both. Sawyer collects the wrong rebound. Goes underneath the Baird. Baird will bring it up for Lincoln County. 25-24 Patriots. Right side to Surgeon, up top to Robbins. Robbins fakes the handoff all the way in. Missed the layup. Foster goes up for the rebound, and an over-the-back call will be coming here on Dunbar. That's going to get Hancock back into the game. That's 3 on Egner.
Sawyer fought through a little bit of contact there on that last layup, but still, I like the game plan, going towards the basket and using Sawyer right now, getting some mismatches to find some lanes to the basket.
Baird will inbound it. Up top to Surgeon. Surgeon inside to Robbins. Robbins has Hancock on him, goes over top of him, missed the layup. Ball bounces out into the corner where Taylor picks it up for Dunbar. Taylor's going to bring it himself. Takes it all the way in. No one cuts him off, and he puts it in. That's too easy. Case Taylor with 5, and no one stopped the ball.
No, he was trapped in the corner, about to fall out of bounds, regain his possession, and nobody cut him off, and he went straight towards the basket.
Backdoor cut to Foster. His layup good. Foster's first bucket of the night, and the Patriots go back up by 1. Martin into the front court to Blevins. Blevins pass deflected, and Givens comes out with it. He's fouled from behind. A frustration foul on J.T. Martin. Just go back to that play from Taylor. He got that loose ball over in the corner on the opposite end of the floor and coast to coast. And Taylor really not a ball handler either, Dustin.
No, but you and I can dribble when nobody gets in your way. And, Lincoln County just kind of parted the sea and didn't really want to defend towards the basket. And once Taylor has the momentum, he's a good-sized, bodied individual.
Baird tries to drive around and takes a bump as Martin cuts him off. Foul call will go on J.T. Martin. 27-26, Lincoln County with a 1-point lead. 5:25 to play here in the in the third quarter. Foster gets it into Robbins underneath the basket. Reverse layup, missed it. Robbins has had some good looks, just unable to connect. Young into the front court inside to Hobson. Pump fakes. Tries to leave it for Taylor. Loose ball. Hancock takes it away from Givens. Back over to Young. A 3. Back rim. No good. Rebound Robbins. Bump from Hancock. No call. Now Sawyer brings it up. Around the back dribble. Drives all the way in. Off the glass. Missed it, but he's fouled. And that's going to put Robbins on the line with 4:58 to play here in this third quarter. Some Cedar Creek Dental free throws for Robbins.
Sawyer, I believe, the only Patriot to shoot free throws on the night for Lincoln County. Is 1 of 3 so far.
Robbins has 15 points, and his free throw's good. Hancock will check out. Egner back in with those 3 fouls. Robbins' second one rattles in. 2 for 2 for Robbins. 17 points for him. The lead back to 3 for Lincoln County. Extended pressure, intercepted by Robbins. They picked him up at full court. Sawyer picks it off, tosses it back to Baird. Baird will go to work. Screen up top, drives in, cut off, floater, no good, tipped around. Baird gets a hand on it. He's on the deck, and Coach Jackson gets a timeout. So Lincoln County's going to keep possession with an Ephraim McDowell Bluegrass Drugstore timeout. We'll take a break too, with Lincoln County leading 29-26 with 4:35 to play here in the third quarter. 4:35 left in the third quarter on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oning, season opener for the Lincoln County Patriots. And they lead 29-26. Robbins will inbound in front of the Patriot bench into the backcourt to Baird. Baird working on Martin, gets a screen, switch now, Egner on him. Cash cross-court pass, dangerous. Robbins pulls it down, back up top to Sargent. He'll drive in, free throw line jumper, good. 8 points for Sargent. Lead up to 5 for the Patriots.
Good ball movement, getting Dunbar's defense moving side to side.
Taylor's pull up, Jay. Back rimmed it. Robbins snatches it out of midair.
That's what you like to see. 5 white jerseys around the basketball. Sawyer Robbins comes away with it, but boxing out's been better in this third quarter.
Cash leaves it for Foster. Tucker drives in. Corner. Givens open three. Front rim badly missed. Givens gets his own rebound over to Sargent. Sargent drives in on Faulkner, cut off. Robbins with it up top. Gives off a play call. Sargent, backdoor cut, nothing there. Now Baird with it. Baird, baseline drive, up to Foster, back over to Givens. He'll try another three, no good. Loose ball, tipped around, and Egner has it. Egner leaves it for a trailing Young. Cross-court pass to Taylor. 31-26 Patriots. Now they'll set up offense. Martin handles it up top over to Faulkner. Lincoln in a zone again. Bad pass. That's going to be an over and back. 3:08 to play here in this third. A turnover. We'll see Bryson McAdoo check in for Givens.
It's like a timeout from Dunbar.
And a timeout called on the court. Bluegrass Drugstore timeout. We'll take a quick break. Lincoln County with a 5-point lead. 3:08 left in the third on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County with a 5-point lead with 3:08 to play here in this third quarter. And it's been all Sawyer Robbins for the Lincoln County offense. He's got 17 points. 8 from Sargent, 4 for Baird, and 2 for Foster.
A lot of work down low, too, for Lincoln County. Shots aren't falling from beyond the arc for the Patriots, who's now 2 of 12 from the three-point land. Shots ain't falling. Take it to the basket.
McAdoo goes into Foster, lost his footing. Back to McAdoo, 3 on the way, front rimmed it. Foster with a nice rebound. Tucker came out of nowhere to claim that one. Sargent goes inside to Foster. Nice post move for Tucker off the glass for a PBK bank shot. They're going to need him to do that.
Yeah. You know, we've seen him on the football field. I mean, he's a good-sized player. You know, he's only stands, about 6'1" or so for the Patriots, but you know, a strong individual, and he can play the post with his muscle. It ain't always got to be about height.
After the game, we'll name our guardian, exterminating, and B Green Lawn Care player of the game. There's a 3 from Dunbar, no good. Sargent with the rebound. Patriots with a 33-26 lead. Chance to add on here. Robbins left wing, has Egner on him. Gives it up to Baird, steps into a 3, rattled out. And the rebound underneath goes to Martin for Dunbar. Martin quickly down the court, gives it off to Young, open 3, and he swishes it. Blake Young's knocked down 2 from that corner now.
And that was just perfect transition offense on the fast break. Young went to the corner, got his feet set, was able to knock down a 3.
Foster drives in, leaves it for Baird, hand off to McAdoo. 33-29, Lincoln County leads. Baird goes inside to Foster, he's double teamed. Kicks it out to McAdoo. Wide open 3. Passed it up. Foster gets it back from him. They'll reset with Sargent. Sargent drives around Young, lays it for McAdoo. Thought he had another look there.
Yeah, he's going to have to pull those.
He's a capable shooter, too. Baird drives in, and he's hammered as he attacks the rim, and he's going to earn himself a trip to the line to shoot two.
A couple more Cedar Creek Dental free throws coming up. I believe Cash just the second Patriot now to shoot free throws.
Yeah, and his first trip to the line of the night, which is very unusual for Cash Baird. Right-handed shooter hits the first one.
And that's credit just to the Bulldogs from Dunbar, too. I mean, taking away that driving attack from Cash and kind of forcing him out of his typical offense. But you're starting to see Cash get more assertive, too. And then credit a lot of that to Sawyer Robbins. A lot of tensions going over to Robbins, which is going to cut up some lanes for Cash Baird.
Cash hits them both. He's got 6, and the lead is back to 6 for Lincoln County. Martin handles the ball for Dunbar over to Blevins, back to Martin. 2-3 zone, 1-3-1 zone looks like now for Lincoln County. Actually, now they're back in a 2-3. Sargent nearly gets a steal on Hobson. Hobson over to Martin. Back to Hobson, 3 on the way. No good, offensive rebound. Blevins swatted by Robbins, and he pulls it away. Outlet pass to Baird. Lincoln County looks to run. Cash attacks Egner, he's blocked, but a foul. And that's going to be a big one on Dunbar. That's 4 fouls on Egner. And Baird's going back to the line to shoot 2 more Cedar Creek Dental free throws.
That's where Cash is so spectacular. One-on-one situation there, and it's rewarded going straight back to the line. You talked about no free throws, and now he's back-to-back possessions at the free throw line.
Cash makes the first one. He'll have one more. Anj Patel checks in for McAdoo. Lincoln County has Baird, Patel, Sargent, Foster, and Robbins on the court. Baird hits them both. Full court pressure. Lincoln County shows 2-2-1. Zone press here with Robbins in the back. Patel and Sargent up front. 37-29. Lincoln County with an 8-point lead. Hobson goes inside to Blevins. Blevins gives it up to Young, who missed the easy one. A loose ball is battled for, and I think we're going to get a loose ball foul on Patel. 2 on Patel now. 23 seconds left in the third. Martin will inbound it to Hobson in the corner. Hobson baseline drive cut off by Robbins. Goes up top with it now. Loops a pass over to Blevins. Lost the ball, got it back, saved it to Hobson. Hobson drives in over Patel. Layup rattled out. Blevins fights for it. Sargent comes up with it. 4 seconds left. Sargent over to Baird at the horn. Back rimmed it. And that's going to end things here in the third quarter with Lincoln County leading Dunbar 37-29 on WPBK FM 102.9. Fourth quarter action here at Lincoln County High School. The Patriots leading Dunbar 37-29. Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney. Phil Smith on the YouTube live stream tonight as the Patriots look to get off to a 1-0 start here. And they're 1 quarter away from doing it as they lead 37-29 on your McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. It'll be Dunbar basketball. Johnson will inbound it to get this fourth quarter underway.
This 8 points is the biggest lead for either team so far in this game.
Blevins Up top to Martin. They work it around the zone. Blevins drives in, leaves it to Johnson. Johnson's pass deflected and stolen away by Givens. Givens drives all the way in, missed the layup. Baird's put back, it's no good. Blevins with the rebound, tipped away, and Baird steals it back for Lincoln County. Cash working on Tay Blevins. Up top to Sargent. Sargent over to Foster. Right wing with it. Tucker has Blevins on him, hands it off to Baird. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Robbins left wing. As for a screen, denies it, drives in, missed a layup. Patriots have missed a lot of layups here tonight. Quickly the other way. Hobson pump fakes, drives in, floater is long, and another rebound for Robbins.
He's got to be nearing that double-double night for Sawyer Robbins. But you mentioned Lincoln County, a lot of missed shots around the rim. That's a lot of points left off the scoreboard.
Robbins right wing. Gives it up to Sargent. Sargent had a screen, now backs out with it over to Givens. Back up top to Sargent. Tries to bounce it into Robbins, a bad pass. Tipped out of bounds.
And not the angle you want that pass to come from. Sawyer had position, had the mismatch he wanted, but got to find a better angle to get that pass off.
Dunbar will get Egner back in. Bulldogs have played 10 players here tonight, and 8 have scored for Dunbar. No one is really in double figures. Baird fouled, no call. Loose ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. Hobson leads Dunbar with 7. As we mentioned, 8 different players have scored, 10 have played, and a lot of youngsters, it looks like, getting some minutes here for Dunbar. There's a lob to Robbins, and he's held. And I think that's going to be, they're going to call it on Robbins. I thought they were going to get Egner. That's 3 on Robbins, 6:27 left, 37-29 Lincoln County.
Egner played that one really well, kind of seen it coming, played the middle, and
just kind of walled up on Robbins.
Played it perfect.
Dunbar with a chance to cut into this 8-point deficit. Taylor, top of the key 3. It's long. Blevins another rebound. He looks to attack over Robbins and puts it in. Well, Blevins with 5 points now, 7 points now, and he gets a steal. Leads at 6. Blevins over to Young. Deep 3. No good, but he's fouled. They're going to say Cash Baird got him on a 3-point shot. And Blake Young's going to have a chance to shoot 3 and cut into this 6-point lead with 5:49 to play.
Patriots had multiple opportunities to take this lead to double digits, and now we're 3 free throws away from it being a 1-possession game.
Young's first free throw rattles in. 7 points off the bench for him. Second one is good. He'll have one more. 37-33. One more free throw coming for Young. Third one is good. Hits all 3. And a 30-second timeout is called. A Bluegrass Drugstore timeout. With Lincoln County leading by 3 with 5:49 to play on WPBK FM 102.9. It'll be Lincoln County basketball out of the timeout. Foster inbounds the Baird. Full court pressure from Dunbar. Patriots with a 3-point lead. Foster and Baird going back and forth. Now they get in the corner to Surgeon, who shoots a three that goes in and out. And it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Foster.
Lincoln County has missed their last 10 three-point attempts.
Pulaski County girls leading DCA 49-29. Could be some things changing in the 12th region girls this year.
Yeah.
Of course, West Jessamine returns a lot of key players on the girls' side of things. They're poised to have a big year. Inside to Blevins. Blevins kicks it out to Taylor. He'll shoot a three. No good. That would have tied it. Robbins with the rebound. Sawyer leaves it for Sargent. Sargent drives in. His shot blocked. Blocked by Blevins. Taylor brings it up. Transition three. We're tied. 37-37 as Taylor knocks it down. Lincoln County has not scored in this fourth quarter. Inside to Robbins, his left-handed layup, no good. Last touch by Dunbar as it goes out of bounds. I feel like the Patriots have missed at least a dozen layups tonight as a team.
Most definitely. I mean, that's easy points left off the board. Lincoln County 0 of 6 here in this fourth quarter, and an 8-0 run right now from Dunbar.
Catroki gets Hobson back in for the first career game for Catroki as the head coach. Sargent thought about a three, leaves it for Robbins, top of the key, over to Baird. Three on the way, no good. Gibbons with the rebound. Leaves it for Sargent. 37 all, 4:30 to play. And Coach Jackson's going to call a Bluegrass Drugstore timeout on our McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. 37-37, 4:27 left on WPBK FM 102.9. .427 left. Lincoln County and Dunbar tied at 37. It'll be Patriot basketball.
An 8-0 run to open this fourth quarter for Dunbar has tied this up, and Lincoln County all out of sorts, hopefully coming out of this timeout by Jeff Jackson. Lincoln County can find a way to put the ball through the basket.
Cash Baird handles it up top. Drives in, kicks it corner to Robbins. Robbins back to Baird, over to Sargent, wide open, three, no good. Baird with the rebound. He goes in, foul, rims out. Well, that will send Baird back to the line to shoot two. A great opportunity for an and one there for Cash, just rimmed out.
Those are shots you hope Lincoln County sees fall through, even in an and one situation.
Free throw good for Baird. 38-37. Cash will have one more. 4:05 left in the game. Hit them both. 10 points now for Baird. Joins Robbins in double figures.
Good news is Lincoln County is 9 of their last 9 free throws after missing their first 2.
Martin and Hobson have it up top for Dunbar. Taylor and Blevins have been the big players for Dunbar here in this second half. Taylor has it now. He'll drive in, spins around, leaves for Egner. Now Young with it. Young's hit some big threes. No look pass inside to Egner. Blows the bunny, tipped around. Baird has it. What a look.
Yeah, Lincoln County fell asleep defensively and very fortunate that one did not go in.
Baird goes middle to Robbins, backdoor to Sargent, pump fakes, goes up and puts it in for a PBK bank shot. Lane has 10.
First basket of the fourth quarter and needed for Lincoln County.
41-37. Hobson, good defense from Sargent, tips it away, but Martin picks it up. Over to Young, pump fakes a three, steps into a deep two. Back rim, no good. Baird, another rebound. Baird and Robbins have done a great job on the glass for the Patriots. Baird all the way into Sargent, missed the layup, missed the putback, and Baird with another rebound, and he draws a foul. Sargent had 2 looks at it underneath. Cash bumped up near the sideline. That's only 2 team fouls.
If you had a shot chart tracker for Lincoln County and, the makes is green and the misses are red, a lot of red around the rim tonight for Lincoln County.
Comes into Baird, 41-37. Cash, cross-court pass to Sargent. Sargent leaves it for Robbins. He goes up, and it rattles out. Another point-blank miss for the Lincoln County offense. Dunbar quickly the other way. Blevins has it. Sargent with good defense on him. Hobson now, 4-point lead for Lincoln County. Young thought about that NBA range three, pulls it down. Back to Young, he'll fire it. Open, three, money. 3 threes now for Blake Young. And the lead down to 1 for Lincoln County with 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I caught Lincoln County pinching the top of that zone, and Young passed out of it the first time, then was able once again to get his feet set for a wide open three. It's a 1-point game.
Young's got a smooth shot, and now he steals it away. Young all the way in. Fouled by Givens, missed the layup. But Young will head to the free throw line with a chance to give Dunbar the lead with 1:47 to play in the game.
It's the 8th Lincoln County turnover for the most part of the game. Has took care of the basketball, but that one in a big situation. And Young seen the sloppy pass, took it. Now he's getting 2 free throws.
Young's a senior, came off the bench, has 12 points for Dunbar. His first free throw, no good. One more for Young. Dunbar trails by 1. 1:47 left. Spins it around. Right-hand shooter to tie it. It's good. 41 all. Lincoln County with a chance to reclaim the lead here. Full court pressure from Dunbar. Foster picks his dribble up in backcourt. He's in trouble, nearly stolen. And Coach Jackson gets a a Bluegrass Drugstore timeout with 1:40 left. We're tied at 41 on WPBK FM 102.9. .140 left. It'll be Lincoln County basketball, full length of the court to go. We're deadlocked at 41. Dunbar and Lincoln County in a dandy here to begin the season. Foster gets it into Baird. He's fouled as Young tried to steal that inbound pass.
Lincoln County, to open this fourth quarter, had an 8-point lead. And since then, it's been a 12-4 run for Dunbar to keep this thing tied up at 41 all.
Tucker inbounds to Baird. Baird drives sideline, takes a bump, no call. A second bump, and now a whistle. I don't know how they let that first one go. That's going to be 4 on Dunbar. Next one will be 2-shot bonus. Lincoln County has 3 team fouls. 41-41, 135 left. Robbins into Surgeon. Surgeon hands it back to Baird. Baird has Tay Blevins on him. Cash gets around him, leaves it for Robbins. Taylor on Robbins. Robbins dribbles over to the right side of the court. Lincoln County working toward the stage end. Now Baird with it. Baird drives around Blevins all the way to the rack, and he's fouled as he forced the action there and draws the contact. With 1:14 left, Cash Baird will head to the line to shoot 2.
I was afraid Lincoln County may hold for the last shot, and I don't know that I would have agreed with that segment because you want to drive and attack and score as you can, and Cash did just that and has a chance to get the lead back for the Patriots.
First free throw good from Baird. 11 points for Cash, 42-41, 1:14 left. Cash, one more, swishes it. 2 big Cedar Creek Dental free throws there.
11 in a row made free throws for Lincoln County.
Hobson into the front court. Patriots with a 2-point lead. Young, capable shooter. Back to Martin. Martin handoff to Hobson. Hobson has it picked by Sargent. Loose ball. It's a jump ball, but a great defensive effort from Sargent. The Energizer makes a big play when Lincoln County needed it.
That's Lincoln County ball, too.
It'll be Patriot ball with the arrow.
That was all Lane Sargent, the senior Energizer.
43-41. Patriots a 2-point lead in the ball. Comes into the backcourt to Baird. Full court pressure from Blevins. Cash works it into the front court. Swings it over to Robbins. Robbins gets around Taylor, drives all the way in for a left-handed layup. A PBK bank shot. Robbins with 19, and the Patriots extend the lead to 4.
I love not having to wait for the shot.
Young misses the corner 3. Loose ball. Blevins comes out with it. He goes up, puts it in, hits the shot, but the whistle came before the shot. It's a good thing because that was going to be an and 1 for Dunbar. Fouls on Sargent on the floor. Dunbar will inbound underneath their own goal, trailing by 4. And Katroki wants a timeout to talk things over. We'll take a quick break. Here, McKnight Funeral Home and Monument Company scoreboard. Lincoln County leads by 4, 45-41, with 32 seconds left on WPBK FM 102.9. .32 seconds left, and the Patriots are holding on to a 4-point lead here in this fourth quarter. A season opener against Paul Laurence Dunbar. The coaching debut for Steve Katroki for the Bulldogs. And they have come into Lincoln County High School and gave the Patriots all they could handle here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. And capitalizing on key mistakes and good three-point shooting here in the second half for Paul Laurence Dunbar has really made this thing interesting. When you go back to the end of the third quarter, it looked like Lincoln County is about to open up a double-digit lead, and that's when Dunbar dug deep and fought back.
Bulldogs will inbound it down 4. Martin in trouble, having trouble, finally gets it into Egner at midcourt. Egner waits for Martin to come and get it. Martin with a handoff to Young. Back to Egner. Blevins will drive, gets downhill to the rack and puts it in. 16 seconds left. Lincoln County with a 2-point lead. They get it into Baird, and he's fouled in the backcourt. Well, Trey Blevins' layup makes it 45-43. There's 12 seconds left. And Cash Baird will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Is that the 5th foul? It is.
The point guard, J.T. Martin will foul out. Hobson back in. Baird will shoot 2. First one is good.
That's a big one. That puts it back to a 3-point game. This one will be huge, make it a 2-possession lead.
It's good. Cash Baird 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Lincoln County's lead back to 4 with 12 seconds left. 30-second timeout on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County leads 47-43 with 12 seconds to play in the game. And the Patriots, if they hold on here, are going to have big thanks to the old charity stripe tonight. They have been fantastic.
They are 13 of 15. And when you go by that, they missed their first 2 free throws and connect on their last 13.
Young quickly in the front court, lays it for Taylor. Taylor all the way in, layup, rimmed out. Robbins with the rebound, and he's fouled with 3 seconds left. Reach-in foul on Tay Blevins will send Robbins to the line to shoot 2.
Dunbar trying to score quick out of the timeout.
Robbins has 19 points to lead Lincoln County. 2 free throws here for Sawyer. First one rimmed out.
There is a such thing as a broadcaster's jinx, ain't there?
Sawyer will have one more. Shot is good. 1 of 2. 48-43 Patriots. Taylor gets it into Young. Egner, last second heave is no good. And Lincoln County's going to win their season opener here on their brand new court by a final score of 48-43 over Paul Laurence Dunbar. We'll recap it next on the DOE postgame show right here on WPBK FM 102.9. Lincoln County wins it here tonight on their brand new home court, the season debut for the boys basketball team as they knock off Dunbar by a final score of 48-43. Lincoln County got it done on the defensive end and on the glass in that second half to hold on to a valiant effort from Steve Katroki and the Dunbar Bulldogs, and finish with a score of 48-43. Lincoln County led in scoring tonight by senior Sawyer Robbins with 20 points, 14 for Cash Baird, 10 for Lane Sargent, and 4 points from Tucker Foster. Only 4 Patriots score here tonight. Tristan Givens, Bryson McAdoo, and Ansh Patel all played and did not score. Lincoln County played 7 players, and they finished with 48 points. Dunbar was led by Blake Young off the bench with 13 points. They got 7 from Cameron Hobson, 8 points from Case Taylor, 4 from Landon Egner, 7 from Tay Blevins, 2 from Quincy Hancock, and 2 from J.T. Martin for a total of 43 as the Patriots knock off the Bulldogs 48-43. Dustin?
Stats, Brad. Lincoln County, pretty poor offensive night to say the least. Lincoln County shot 30% from the field on 16 of 53 shooting. They were 7 of their 16 made shots come in that first quarter, and then since then connecting on only 9 shots from quarters 2, 3, and 4 for the Patriots. 30% from the field for Lincoln County, 11% from the three-point line. Lincoln County connecting on 2 of 18 three-point attempts. You'd like to see that percentage increase dramatically as the season goes on for Lincoln County. But the highlight of the night on the offensive end, Lincoln County shot 82% from the free throw line, connecting on 14 of 17, including 13 of 14 in that second half to seal the victory. Lincoln County only had 8 turnovers, 4 in each half for the Patriots. 12 turnovers in the game for the Paul Laurence Dunbar Bulldogs. They shot 36%, 16 of 44 from the field. They were 5 of 17 from the three-point line for 29%, and 6 of 13 from the free throw line for 46%.
And that's going to wrap it up tonight as Lincoln County wins the season opener over Dunbar 48-43. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night when the Lady Pates open up here, their first game on the new gym, as they'll host East Jessamine. Of course, that's weather pending, and we'll have that one for you too. Before we get away, let's name our Guardian Exterminating and B Green Lawn Care player of the game. Some good choices tonight, but I think we got an obvious one.
I think you got to go with Sawyer.
And we don't track rebounds, but I'm pretty sure Sawyer had a double-double, a 20-10 game. Definitely had the 20 points. Really did a nice job on the glass. And what I really liked the most, Dustin, was coming out in that third quarter when Lincoln County was kind of sputtering. You could tell the emphasis from Coach Jackson was feed Robbins, and they did that, and he took advantage of it, helping get Lincoln County the lead and finally pull away in this one.
Absolutely, and, a tremendous game by him, and you could tell the game plan. I like how you put it there, coming out in that second half when shots aren't falling, attack the basket, and, Sawyer had some great looks at that and capitalized on that.
That's going to do it. Lincoln County knocks off Dunbar 48-43 to move to 1-0 on this young season. For Brad Smith alongside Dustin Oney, Philip Smith on the YouTube live stream, we appreciate you tuning in to Lincoln Basketball on WPBK FM 102.9.